This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
All this. Did you see this? What Warren Sapp did?
No, I did not. But I'm not surprised.
Yeah, you can't be. What is it about Warren Sapp, dude? And look, it's interesting when you talk about him here in this town because you have the UM fans, right? And it's the UM fans, by the way, that have never had an experience with him usually.
Most, he walks on water.
Right. Those UM fans that really don't know Sapp and have never dealt with him, they don't know what kind of a Class A jerk he's been throughout his life. They've heard of it, and they've seen all the stupid things he's done also and gotten arrested and all that other stuff. And he's been a Class A jerk forever, okay? He just is, no matter what anybody tells you. So Sapp, right, he sees J.J. Redick, and Redick has a message on the back of his jersey like a lot of other players have because they've all chosen to, support the Black Lives Matter movement, which is a fantastic movement, something we all should be, a part of and support, that we, get equality in this damn world for everybody. I mean, that video I saw yesterday of the woman and the 3 kids getting taken out of the van. Did you see that video, dude? That thing was disgusting.
No.
And the kids were crying and all that. It's on my Twitter feed. And again, it was just gross. But anyway, so we know that this is going on constantly. Okay? So J.J. Redick has on the back of his jersey, it says, say their names. Okay? Because it's say my name. They've been doing it for Breonna, right? But there's another saying that says say their names because we all know there isn't only one person that's been, treated unfairly. There's been many. So Warren Sapp, not the brightest bulb in the chandelier, sees J.J. Redick's jersey and says, anybody see this, J.J. Redick, say their names? Ain't it say her name? And then he put hashtag justice for Breonna Taylor. Either join in, don't change the message, shaking my mother effing head. Okay? Because he puts SMMFH, right? And so right after that, first of all, it's pure ignorance on his part. He doesn't get it. Okay? Yes, it is say her name when you're just talking Breonna. But it's say their names because it's many, okay? Just like that woman and the 3 kids in the minivan that the cops stopped and thought it was, a stolen car or whatever and treated them like criminals, dude. I mean, those kids were crying, and it was just that video made me sick to my stomach watching that video. And Myron, thank you for sending me that video. So Warren clearly was out of line. And the beauty of social media is, well, you're going to get checked in social media. So somebody by the name of Doc Stellar retweets back to Warren Sapp. What have you done to assist social injustice? You are part of the problem. Instead of understanding and doing some research, you spit hatred. Okay? For what? To check if any rocks are left up there? Another guy that is called Ronnie Shepard, too, says, no, it's say their name, bro. Breonna isn't the only person whose killers are still free. Trayvon Martin's killer is still free. And a gang more of our brothers and sisters' killers are still free and still policing our streets. That's the beauty. So they, again, a Brandon Lowe retweets at Sapp. So you attacked a white guy wearing the exact same saying as numerous African Americans in the league, and that's been chanted by the BLM movement. Go ahead and show your true colors. And then again, another guy by the name of Tyron DeQuan says, imagine being upset about something like this.
You know who's cringing right now, right?
And so, wait, hold on a second. Sapp then gets retweeted by a guy named Tay. Did this MF really say this ignorant S? LOL. Okay. Another guy. I mean, it goes on and on. Juanito, I know you're an OG and all, but this ain't it. He just puts, and then another one says, Derek Washington says, you're saying the same thing to Drew Holiday? Asking for a friend. Log off or learn to appreciate an ally. Which, again, remember what we talked about. Okay, part of this movement, right, is to find equality for all. And we know that blacks have been mistreated, especially by the police, for a long, long time. Okay, so we're trying to create equality. And you've got plenty of people that are standing by you that are not black. They're white, they're all kinds of nationalities, they're Asians, they're Hispanics, all that, and they're standing by you. That's why when Steven Jackson or Nick Cannon spew hate towards the Jewish community, it's that kind of ignorance and that kind of stupidity doesn't help, because we got to fight anti-Semitism because it's prominent in this country. It's prominent in the world. We got to fight for women and their rights because they get abused on a consistent basis. We got to fight for the LGBT community. So for everybody to get behind those different battles. And just like what's going on with the black movement, we look what happened with the Washington Redskins. Finally, the foot was put down and said, okay, this is derogatory. This has got to be eliminated. And it was. The Edmonton Eskimos. Apparently the Eskimos, I did not know this, but apparently the Eskimo Nation in Canada did not like that their was being used as a prop for a CFL team, and that was changed. That's the idea. It starts with the Black Lives Movement. It starts with all of us getting behind that, but then it also rolls over to all of us, including the black community, joining everybody else to get behind anti-Semitism, and let's eliminate that, to get behind the LGBT community, because there are people from the LGBT community that are fighting for Black Lives Movement and that are fighting for anti-Semitism and that are fighting for women's rights. So we all have to help each other, because that's kind of what this whole thing is all about. At least that's the way I view it, that we pick up momentum for one and then it trickles into the others. Okay? Nobody's been abused like blacks. I think nobody's going to argue that. Okay? But there are others that need help too. And the idea is for all of us to get together as brothers and sisters. And what we cannot do is take shots at other people and spew hate in other directions. And a guy like Warren Sapp is too stupid and too ignorant to actually understand that. And that's why he puts out a tweet like that, because he's racist. Because that's a level of racism that's coming out of him. Just like when we catch the Kens and the Karens of the world on video and they're spewing hate, just like we catch policemen spewing hate, same thing, man. Everybody's got biases in every part of our communities. And guess the beauty of it is a guy like Warren Sapp is exposing his own. That's the beauty, Part of the problem. Warren Sapp is part of the problem, not part of the solution. We don't need people like Warren Sapp. We don't need the Nick Cannons of the world. We don't need people like that. They don't help what we're trying to do together as a society, not as a black community, as a society. Okay? Because that's what it's supposed to be.
What I was saying, you know who's cringing? They're sitting there. There's another one of them making us proud.
Right.
Oh.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, when it comes to Warren Sapp, are you surprised at this point? You know what I mean?